Well, welcome to another 10 wins Dooley video. Today we've got a rather unique build centered around this drill gun. So in the early game, again we're going for that hard econ, and we're starting off with the power drill plasma grenade combo. This is a hasted enhanced plasma grenade, which will haste all my items upon usage, and that combos really nicely with the power drill. Because the power drill charges whenever you haste or slow or burn or poison or freeze an item. So just slowing a bunch of items and hasting all my items is just gonna charge it a lot. It's very strong early game, but normally the drill falls off late game because it's just not enough damage. Or rather, the damage is just not, it's just not enough damage. It's not fast enough.
Ow! I won't be silent!
But it's strong enough to carry us through the early game. On to day 2, we're still hard econing. I don't think we've spent a single bit of gold yet. We're sitting at 30. We're rich. Enemy Dooley here is doing some sort of relic build. It's interesting. And he does beat us here. Outburns us. We kind of help him with the burn as well. Again, we went for the launcher core here because it's just, I feel like it's a little bit too strong. So that's the first bit of gold that we've spent on that skill just now. We're still very rich though, still sitting at 31 gold. Our power drill upgraded because it is the main item right now at this stage of the game. I'm still unsure of what build I'm going for here. Just trying to survive the early game really. Building an econ for that day 6, day 7 transition. So against this Pygmalion, yeah, you can see how the power drill is just kind of shooting just back. It's not high damage by any means, but it's very fast, consistent damage, and it's enough to just take him out. Because it activates so fast, flat damage upgrades to it hit real hard. And in this run, I believe we do visit Jules' cafe quite a bit and take a lot of that daily damage buff that she gives out. So here we get a Frostfire. The first time you burn each fight, freeze an item, which will come in quite handy later in the run. That's why I've highlighted here. But yeah, it's just another freeze, another 2-second charge for my power drill, which is the KO right now. So the thinking behind taking it here is just to have that power drill shoot even a bit faster, if possible. As you can see, it's still like basically permanently charging, which is exactly what we want. It's just not enough though, just not enough. Not for this fight. Here's our first Juice Cafe, strong brew. Plus 25 damage. Pretty quite huge. Just for the day, it's not a permanent damage buff. So here we get the dog. A gold tier dog, I believe in day 5. Which is quite early for a gold tier item. And at this point I'm thinking, I kind of want to build around the dog. It is our highest tier item right now, and I've seen it hit pretty hard sometimes. And it is a friend. You didn't know friends charge the launcher core. So I'm thinking, yeah, I really want to force this dog comp. But first I'm going to need to level it up. As in, I'm going to have to complete all its quests to really activate it. Because right now it's not really strong. And right now our board kind of thrives of getting the power drill just shooting. Power drill is the carry here. Although the burn items are burning as well. So at this point I'm just looking for food items really. Yeah, the burns are really stepping up now. Alright, so here we get form. I'm still thinking we'll transition out of the power drill because I really don't rate it high. I don't think it's a powerful weapon. And this is like the decision point. Do I commit to the dog or do I do something else? And I do decide I'm gonna commit to the dog. I'm upgrading it to diamond. And after we've done that, we go straight for the chocolate bars. 5 chocolate bars. Let's start upgrading the dog. This fight against Mark. I feel like our board is really quite strong right now. But it's clearly not strong enough. Not against this guy's board. He's got a diamond shield and anchor. It's kind of wild. And that just kind of takes out. We have no sustain, no heals, no shields. And just not enough damage to close off the fight before it kills us. But here we pick up a disguise, and it gives us a pitchfork. So this is going to really feed into our dog. We're gonna get a bunch of truffles, which are food items, at the start of every day. And yeah, that's gonna help us finish the quest on the dog. To stop that just now. More slows, you know, more charging. It's just great all rounder. And here we get Valley Fever, which is generally a misunderstood skill. At the start of each fight, burn yourself too. But this means we get an instant 2-second charge on the power drill, as well as an instant activation on the Frostfire, where we instantly freeze the enemy item on round start. And that's a 4-second charge on the power drill. So we're getting a very early start to our drill, and it starts firing earlier, more damage, more activations, more chains happening basically. And now whenever we're looking for skills, we're going to be looking for stuff that scales of either freeze or burn, because at the start of each round we instantly freeze and burn, right? So whatever that we can get to get the chains going, to get the ball rolling, we're going to go for. Yeah, I went for the slushy simply because it was a diamond tier food item, which, you know, money plus dog. Again, gumballs for the dog. And Juice Cafe for the damage because Power Drill really scales well with that damage. The damage increase. I'm just hoping it's gonna be enough to push us towards a point in the game where we can use the dog. Just needing to survive this early game. It's not, we don't have a game winning board. But we have a very strong mid game. The burns really do ramp up with that burn ray. I believe it's the Omega ray. At this point, it's both the power drill and the burn that is carrying us. So here we need 10 more toys or food items sold for the dog to enter its final form. I considered enchanting the dog, but I'm still not sure when I'm going to be using it. So I figured the safer option would be to enchant the flying, which would give crit chance to everything that's flying already, so it's just a better all-round enchant. Crit chance enchant here. Yeah, strong build. Your weapons gain 25 damage for the rest of the day. We've been taking that whenever we've been getting it because of our power drill. Power drill is becoming more of like a power drill machine gun. Yeah, then this fight again, the burn really is doing work. The burn plus the power drill are the real damage dealers, yeah. They're the ones packing the punch. We might have lost the fight, but we got all the resources from it, which is the most important part. Here we got our core upgrade to diamond, which is pretty big. Again, Juice Cafe, damage. And finally, our last set of gumballs to get our dog in its final form. 3.9 second dog with multicast and tons of damage. It's basically a missiles, but better. Just better. More damage, really. Like 10 times more damage. So we get to see it in battle for the first time. I've reduced some of my burn capacity for this. Specifically, the small burn tool goes out. And I'm not quite impressed. Not too impressed. But yet. We did win. The burn did do a lot. But let's see how much the dog did. Yeah, okay, the dog did the most damage as well. You know, almost 4,000. Sure. Sure. It's sticking. Still not impressed with it though. Like, it could be better, right? The numbers could be better.
Now this is a cat.
Don't know why I went for this. I wanted to see what large items I might want, and then boom, there is the Cranine. And use an adjacent medium item, it gains damage, percentage base of its current damage. So it both likes flat damage increase and items that go real fast. So my initial idea was having the drill with that
I have something in the oven.
with the burn slow haste item, which is probably a better way to go about things. But I figured I didn't want to miss out on my burns, and yeah, no, it costed me here. It really did. So now we're in our last life. We did not have the optimal then, but even then, I don't think we would have won. So here between heal and shields, I decided to go for heal, because against slower boards, you know, shields just have so much more value than heals. But what do I enchant? And if I'm sticking with the dog anyways, might as well just I'm still unsure about the Cranine, you know. I wasn't impressed with his performance just now. We have the option to upgrade it, which doubles the percentage scaling, which is kind of crazy. Right, from 20% to 40%. It's a very significant increase. On first cast, we're dealing like tons of damage. And now we just keep scaling its base damage. Again, scaling its base damage, scaling its base damage.
While you're doing your part, clean up Bazaar. Lord's Fire doesn't certainly see that battle.
We're using its cooldown as well. It's quite important. And here, I decided, you know what, the drill is probably better than those two items.
But I've seen my share.
I haven't tested it against a monster round yet, but I'm confident that that one item on the left is going to charge my drill up fast enough. And yeah, it does. Look at it go.
Bring her
Boom.
about! I've got another salvo with me.
Alright, we've got a board in our hands. 2 more wins left to reach 10. And we're looking strong. We're Crane gaming. Running like Cranine build. Yeah, I decided to go for a freeze skill. First time you freeze, each fight haste 1 item. Again, it combos with everything we've already had. And basically makes it so our power drill instantly casts. Right? We're charging this item 6 seconds. And it's on a 6.2 second cooldown or something like that. It's also good to mention here that the plasma grenade is getting charged every time it uses itself. So I've got a silver tier plasma grenade. It slows 4 items, charges itself 4 seconds, and like instantly basically uses itself again, which combos real nicely with the power drill. And like, yeah, we're really shading that power drill up with 1 small item. Here we get a enchant on the Cranine to make sure it doesn't get slowed or destroyed, make sure it gets its cast off. And now we hop on to our penultimate fight. Let's see how strong we have our board. Look at that, instant cast on the power drill, instant scaling for the Cranine. And boom, I've got a very strong Cranine very early on. It's not dealing the most damage. I mean, it is dealing the most damage, but the dog is almost dealing as much damage as it is. And it's also having that shield value on top of it. The dog really is doing a lot of work here. Which I'm glad, you know, this dog is putting in the work. But the crane will scale harder the higher the starting damage is. Here we get gunpowder as well, so if we really do get into a long fight, the plasma grenade will keep charging the drill, and that will keep making the crane stronger and stronger to a point where it's going to one-shot something. So you cannot out-tank this build. It's impossible. It will be impossible to out-tank this build. Now the only weaknesses this build might have is if we get like perma-stunned, like perma-frozen. I don't really find any items I like. I decided not to even pick a free item. And we end up, before our last fight, going to Jules Cafe for that 25 damage boost, because flat damage is all we need on this crane. And watch it scale, baby. Boom. With the crit as well, to finish it off. The crit from the flying core, of course. 40% crit on all things flying, and just like that we've got 10 wins. Here's a review of the build. Make sure to catch me on Twitch, by the way. I do stream every day when I record these runs. It gets lonely sometimes, I'm not going to lie. It would be great to have some company. But yeah, here's the Cranine build. Very unique take on the dog, and the crane, and the power drill. Honestly, I think the power drill and the crane is a very strong combo. And that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Have a very good day, my friends. Bye bye.